Welcome to the daily market outlook. We are about to check the chart and see what the market is offering us today. To start off, let's talk about gold. So, on gold, what we can see is that price has mitigated this zone. We've seen it move to the upside, and from there, we've seen a sell-off taking out the low. So at the moment, we are mitigated with this liquidity to our left, and we've seen price move to the upside and causing what a break of structure at this high. So currently, we are waiting for price to give us a clear direction of whether it wants to go low or continue back to the highs. I believe we could see price reach these highs. So with gold, kind of waiting, to see what price will give us. But anything can happen on gold. So my hands are off until I see a clear direction. And on Euro USD, let's start with the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, what we can see price do is that we are respecting this wick to the left, or let me say our target at the moment, and we've seen price has built liquidity over there. We've dropped some sellers, and we are seeing it what head back down to where the liquidity is. So we should go straight to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, what we can see is that we have gone high and taken out some highs. This high, to be specific, we've taken it out, and at the moment for Euro USD, I'm looking for shorts, but it's not the clearance of price action, but that's the direction. I don't have any other thing to say or to see right now that's going to support my move, but I believe we can go short. And that brings me to GPUSD. I'm in a trade currently on GPUSD. So let me just give the breakdown. We can see that we are respecting this liquidity to the left, and from there we've seen the sell-off. We built liquidity at this zone, we've trapped some sellers, and we are heading back down to that zone. So jumping straight off to the 4 hour, what we can see is that we are respecting this wicks to the left. We've seen price have this huge bullish move, which has taken out some highs. So on the 15-minute, what we can also see is that with this huge move to the upside, we saw this sell-off that has mitigated this zone, and we've seen it what move to the highs, trapping who? Buyers. So with buyers trapped, trapping sellers. So with sellers trapped, buyers are what? Induced. You understand? So from there, we are going to look for our entry, and we can see that price came, mitigated the zone. We induce another set of buyers, and from there, we are seeing what? A sell-off back to the lows, or let's say the target. You can continue and hold your trade to this lows, but let's see. Currently, the trade is not doing so well, but let's see what price will give us. On ADUSD, on the weekly time frame, what we can see is that we are expecting this wick to the left. We've seen price mitigate the zone. We've seen it move to the highs, trap some sellers, causing this break of structure at this point, and we are seeing it what sell off back down to our liquidity. So heading to the 4 hour, what we can see ADUSD do is that we've seen it mitigate this price action, and we've seen an inducement of buyers over here, followed by the short move after we induce buyers, trapping buyers. So right now we are trying to catch a continuation back to the lows. We've seen it what take out these highs, and we could see what it sell off back down to our target. So on the pairs that have USD as a base, I'm talking about AUD, Euro, GBP, and with the USD as the base, I'm short on all of them currently to the extreme lows. And heading on to our next pair, which is USD card. USD card, starting with the weekly time frame, what we can see is that we've mitigated this zone, we've trapped some sellers, and we are heading to the highs. USD card at the moment, it is too extreme for me to be looking for any trades. USD card is too extreme. We are currently just having a series of bullish candles on top of each other, and we are trading at what? The extreme highs. So at the moment, I don't have any positions on USD card, or let me say ideas or a plan. Heading to UJ, UJ with the bullishness of USD card, it can help us what? Predict what's going to happen on UJ because they are pairs that correlate. So UJ on the weekly time frame, what we can see is that we have mitigated this zone to the highs. We have these 2 wicks at the moment. One wick, which is this wick, has been stabbed out, remaining our final target where my blue line is, and we are finding our way towards reach those highs. So on the daily time frame, what we can see is that we've seen this huge sell-off, trapping somewhat buyers, and we are seeing sellers getting induced at this point, and we want to see what a continuation back to those highs. We can, and there's something very interesting on the 1 minute time frame. So on the 1 minute time frame, after we saw this huge sell-off, after taking out that wick on the weekly time frame, we've seen this huge sell-off which induced sellers, and we've seen a continuation what back to the highs. At the moment, we see that when we saw this, so when this sell-off happened, we mitigated the price action to our left. So mitigated the price action to our left, and we had this what huge buy up, and from there we saw this what sell off. So we mitigated these lows, and we've gone what back to the highs and taken out these highs. So we've had a break of structure at this point. So we should wait for what a clear inducement to go long. Price could, we could see price what come back down to the lows, or we could even see it continue. At the moment, I'm just saying that we should what very vigilant with the trades we would take. So that is it for the daily market outlook. Have a good day. Trade safe.